Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Renee from Lovely Lavender Wishes, and today we are continuing work on our altered lined journal for those of you who are crafting along. So yesterday we did our collage day, and what that was collaging our pages and making either big top loading pockets or side pockets. So we worked on this yesterday. And this is what I ended up doing after our filming. I put a sticker of a flower, some washi tape, and a saying. It says, "In the thoughtful things you do and the smile upon your face, you show your love so true with your beauty and your grace." And let me see, let's flip through. This is also what I did. I did two side, like diagonal pockets, and I put some bling on both. I did use a little bit of fabric on these. I'm trying to keep this as flat as possible, like I said. So I just use washi tape fabric, a little, what are these, word phrases, and then a little bit of bling. So I did that page. Let's see what else. I did this one. I had this was easy. I just glued this sheet on. I really liked this image, and it was the only one I had left, so I just cut it out and glued it. I made a big side pocket here and then just collaged this side, and if you can see here, I just sewed around the flower here just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension, a little bit more something to look at, and some washi tape here. Let's see, what else did I do? Okay, this was my center, or kind of my center of the book. And this was the spread, the layout I did of collaging. Again, I sewed around these two pieces of scrapbook paper just to kind of give it a little bit more interest. I put some words throughout the page. We got dreams, possibility, love, imagination, wish, and some doilies right here, pieces of doily, and just collage. So it was collaging again, and then a flower sticker. So all of this was just collaging with scraps. So I did that page. Let's see. This is the page I showed you yesterday in the video of what I did previously. And then I think I did one more, yeah. And then I had this page, which is a big top pocket as well. Collage. So I hope you all are collaged up. So I just kind of went through my book and just did random pages of collages. So today we are going to do a couple flip out pages or pull out pages. So if you have those cards that I showed you at the very beginning, getting prepared, you can use cards, you can use big pieces of scrapbook paper, whatever you have. We're gonna do some pull out pages. And I picked a spot here. So we're gonna work on this page. Okay, and then, let's see, I had this one that I thought kind of went really well with all the pastels. Let me move that to the side. And so this was a card. It had somebody's name on it. I don't know who this person was. It was just like a personalized, I guess stationery package. So I bent this back. So you're gonna find either a large piece of scrapbook paper and just cut it out. Cut it to fit the size of whatever book you're using, and have a little flap in the back. So this is going to glue like this. So I tore out this piece of paper. I think I already had this piece of paper, and I just tore it just a little bit, and then I inked it up just to make sure it fit on this page. And what I'm going to do is we are going to glue this like this, and this will sit like this. And then we'll have a pull-out page. So it'll either, you'll have this side to write on, or you'll have these sides to write on as well. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do one with you, and then again throughout the day I'll do another one. I'm going to probably pick someplace in the back to do another pull-out page this way. So I'm only going to put a couple in my book, but you can put as many as you want. You could use, I was also looking at this one. I love this image, and I was gonna glue it in as a pocket, like a side pocket, but then I saw this image on the back, and I really like this too. So I'm wondering if I cut this off and make this a flip somehow. I could do washi tape and have a flip have a flip out. So this will be like journaling right here and a flip. I might have to trim this a little to fit the book, but we'll see. I'm trying to decide what I want to do, but you can take cards like, you know, any kind of card, cover of a card. And if there's no writing on the inside, you can make this a flip. You could fold this part back and have this part flip out if you want. And then you have this side that you can write on as well. You can cover this with a collage or with a journal area. I mean, there's no limit as to what you can do with these, but I'm trying to use up some of my cards. So I'm trying to use my cards as flips. So let's get this working. I was also thinking, gotta add some pizzazz to this. So before I glue this in, I have all these pieces of papers that I, you know, pulled out of here, and I don't want them to go to waste. So I am going to, I think I'm gonna put some, I'm gonna tear these and put some on the, as like, so I have journaling spots on these cards as well. I don't know, we'll see how it looks. You know me, gotta try it first, and if I don't like it, I'll move on to the next thing. Probably should use my tearing ruler, but I like it a little jagged like that. I like having it uneven. So anyways, hope you all are having a blessed day. Still sunny here. We're waiting for the rain to come, for the hurricane to come through, or the big tropical storm that's in the Gulf right now. They're saying we're gonna get a lot of rain this weekend, so it's supposed to hit sometime tonight or tomorrow. Actually, let's do, I think I'm gonna do one on that page and one on this page. Let me see what it looks like when it's inked up. And then when we go through and do our stenciling and such, I'm gonna probably stencil the back of this so it's not just plain white, but I'm not gonna do that today. We're just gonna, so today we're doing all of our flip pages. So we're gonna do that. Like I said, we're doing this on a little bit differently than I do my normal junk journals. I'm doing this like in batches. So I'm doing all my collage pages one day, all my, you know, ephemera or clusters on another day. Today it's flip pages. I'm going to show you how to make a little kind of pocket with some cereal. That looks kind of cool if we do that. Okay, so let's tear another one. I'm going to show you how to make a pocket as well. I think it was Treasure Books. Treasure Books did a video on this, and I thought this would be perfect to add into this journal, so I'm gonna do it. These ideas have not been around. I am not, you know, I don't claim to have any of the original thoughts of anything here. Everything, you know, there's nothing new under the sun. Someone has done it at some point. So none of these are my ideas. This is all inspiration taken from other people or things I've seen or what have you. But you know, you take the idea and you make it your own and you use what you have, and you know, everybody's finished product looks different because we all have our own style, we all have our own materials and different things, and we're not all using the same exact things, and we all put our own little spin on it, I guess. So that's what makes it uniquely yours. So when this pulls out, we'll have a couple journal spots as well. Because like I told y'all, I really want to keep this journal with a lot of space to write in. But it can't be a plain journal. It's got, you know, it's got to have some stuff in it. Okay, so let's glue this. Let's move you. And I'm gonna move my book for now, so I have some room. Ah, wrong side of the glue, wrong side. Gotta think, gotta think. I might stencil these up as well. rub that off. So I hope you all had fun doing your collages, for those of you who are crafting along with me. I think I might take the weekend off. It's Friday that I'm filming this video, and I'm going to take the weekend off and spend it really a quiet weekend, I think. I'm gonna, I have some friends who are moving, so I'm gonna spend some time with them and maybe doing some Bible journaling. And then get back to this next week. So we'll see. We'll see how the weekend goes, but I'm gonna sleep in, stay in my pajamas as long as possible this weekend, and just relax. Okay. So this will be in the book, glued like this. Once I get it glued, and then this is gonna pop out like this. Oh, that's cool. You can even see the flowers through. I don't know if y'all can see that. You can see the flowers, the shading of the flowers through the paper. I think that's kind of cool. It makes it look like the paper was kind of stamped with that. That's neat. Okay. And then this side I'm going to stencil when we go back through our book and we do the stenciling day. So for now, I'm just going to do the flip out pages. Okay, so I had this sari silk. You could use anything. You could use ribbon, yarn, whatever you have, thread. And I think I'm gonna do the same thing I did with that first page. I'm gonna put some at the top. Cut this little, I'll use that piece for something else. And I'm gonna bunch up some at the bottom. And then, I think I am going to, let's see if it'll, I guess I can iron this eventually. I wonder if let's see, make like a little tab or something that you can pull, because you know that this is the side that you're gonna pull out. So if I, see, this piece is a little bit flatter. Just, if I sew this like this on here, that'll be like a tab to pull it out like this. So actually, let me use that as the tab part. I'll use that for something else, and then we'll put this one up here because I don't want to have to grab my iron and iron this flat. Okay, so I'm just gonna temporarily glue this like I did the last time. Squish it on here. And then I'm gonna sew it on. Hopefully I won't have a problem with my sewing machine like I did last time, y'all. Always technical difficulties. I was watching somebody else's video the other day and she was just complaining as well about all the technical difficulties she was having. So I'm like, okay, good. I am not the only one. I'm so glad. Because sometimes I feel like I just, for some reason, cannot get any kind of computer working for me or any kind of technical whatever working for me. I don't know if I like this or not. What do y'all think? Once I get it sewed on, but I like seeing the jagged edge of this. Let me see. Let me see what it looks like when it's all said and done. But yeah, on her video, she was just complaining, like she was having such a hard time too. I was like, okay, it's kind of nice to know you're not the only one, because sometimes I feel like I must be really bad at technology because I just constantly am having problems. But I think it's just, if you're not a computer whiz or something, man, it can get very frustrating at times. Okay. And then this is going to get sewn. Like, let's put the end here. I want it to come out a little bit. So I'm gonna cut this part off. And we'll use that piece for something later. So this will stick out of, let's see, okay, so this will be in the book. This will be glued down. Here will be my tab that you pull, and it'll open up like that. Now, do I need sari silk on this page? Well, no, because I'll make it even more poofier. I think just the front will be good. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm gonna go sew this. Again, y'all know I don't edit my videos, so my sewing machine is off camera. Let me go sew this real quick, hopefully real quick. I will be right back. You can fast forward, I'll be right back. Okay, sewing machine, please work for me today, please. Okay, we could do it. Tab sewn on. Now let's sew these top and bottom pieces. Trying to keep my ruffles. Trying to keep this all ruffled up as much as I can. Worked a little. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so it goes this way. So I just did a zigzag stitch with some pink thread across the top and across the bottom and right here. And I like to I try to keep the ruffle going, but kind of got a little flat along the way, but that'll be okay. Okay. So next thing I'm gonna do is glue this little flap in. So it's perfect because it hides the name, because I don't need that. Just make sure it's even and it's straight. My biggest thing is getting things straight. And we don't want it totally at the edge of the page. I want it a little bit in. If you can see this, I put it in a little bit. And I'm gonna glue this piece on top of that so it'll stabilize it as well and hold it down even more. And then we'll see what it looks like. Make sure it'll close, nothing's in the creases. A lot of times I have to go back through and do the corners. And then, like I said, at the end, I'm gonna go through the whole book and make sure everything's sealed down. And once I close the book and it has time to dry and stick, there's usually no problem. Okay, so let's see. Oh, that looks cool. So we're gonna have a couple little things sticking out. We're starting. The book is starting to form. It's starting to get there. I'm getting a little bit happier with it. When it's just plain, I'm like, ugh, I don't like this. But as it starts to fill up and things start poofing out and I start seeing some frills and stuff, I start getting happy. So I'm gonna do another one somewhere back here, and it's gonna flip out this way, and I'm gonna do another different tab. So I'll have another one sticking out. Maybe I'll do two. So I'll have a top and a bottom one. So then when this is closed, I'll have a top tab and a bottom one as well. So we'll have other things sticking out as we go, but this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning. Okay, cool. So this will flip out like that. And then we have journal plate part, journal. You put pictures or journals here. And we need to zhuzh this up a little bit. We need to put something here. Let me see what I have. Oh, I kind of like that. Let me see. I have that one. Don't want blue. Well, bright pink. Kind of like this butterfly. Except this kind of matches those pictures, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay. We'll do the butterfly later. Okay, so let's see here. And I have this piece of music paper. I was thinking of just a simple little collage. Let me ink this stuff up and see what it looks like. Actually, I have this piece of sari silk too. So just make like a little collage or decorate this up as whatever way you want. You could put a pocket here. You could put a pocket on one of these pages. You could put a tuck spot. You could take, let me see, you could take like one of your cards or a piece of your card. I don't know, cut off an image on your card, glue it here, and then you can have a tuck spot, or glue it, here and have a tuck spot. That might look cool too. Let's see what kind of cards I have. I want to use this one for something. I just don't know what yet. I don't know. I might have to think about this. I could cut this thing out. Use that as a tuck spot. Or I could even use that as a tuck spot on a page. Cut this out and use it as a tuck spot on a page too. I might do that. Okay, so that's another thing that you can do use your cards for. Oh my gosh, y'all, my mind is just going. All these ideas in my head, and I never get around to like half of them. So many things we can do. Okay, I think I inked that up a little too much. It went crazy. My ink went nuts. We'll just tear that off and fix it. Okay, let's ink this up. I know my mind is always on to the next thing. What can I do next? What can I do next? Oh, I have to slow it down. Slow down. I wonder if I just even cut like half of this. Oh, this is already sewn together. Use that for something. Just gotta have something. Okay, let's see. This is some kind of paper I had. It's I don't know, like a see-through printed paper. I don't even know. I just have a few strips of that left, so I want to kind of use it, finish it up, and not let it go to waste. How do we want this? Okay, I want to make sure that it's hidden and not sticking out the bottom when this is closed. I'm trying to keep this as flat as possible, trying. do we want? How do we want this, y'all? Maybe like that. I don't know, we'll see. Just want like a little collage here, so let's see which way paper will go that way. Gotta let my glue get to the bottom. Come on, I have to fill you back up. Oh, we don't want that sticking out the bottom. Go up. So more collages. We're gonna do like little collages throughout, like little cluster collages, I guess. I'd be interested to know how many of you are crafting along with me. This is kind of fun. I've never done this before. Like I told y'all, where was I gonna have this? Over here. So I don't need glue right there. I haven't ever like altered a book like this way before. I've always done my own, or like started from scratch and kind of done my own. I mean, I've decorated books and things like that, but for junk journaling, I haven't done one of these like lined journals and just kind of did different things in it. So this is kind of fun. This is a different, you know, a departure from what I normally do. So in the collaging, I had so much fun doing the collaging, y'all, yesterday. I just put on my music and I just crafted away all afternoon, and before I knew it, it was dinner time and I had not had prepared dinner or anything, and so I had to get dinner prepared. But yeah, I had a lot of fun just kind of cutting and or tearing and gluing and just having fun with it. Okay, there we go. Oh, I like that. Turned out better than I was expecting, y'all. Just, it's so simple and yet so effective. So like you're going along in your book. So this is starting to get poofy. So I might have to pull out a few more pages as we go. We'll see, because I haven't even started filling it with anything yet. So we'll see how it goes. But like you're going along in your journal and you're writing, and then you get to this page and it's like, so I'm gonna definitely stencil this up or do something with this so it's just not stark white. But this is cool. I like it. What do y'all think? Okay, so your assignment, if you want to keep crafting along, is maybe do 1 or 2 more of these throughout your book if you want. I'm going to probably do one more back here somewhere, like I said, with a couple different tabs. So I have a few things sticking out, but we're going to have more as we go. Oh, but so cool. Okay, so the next part, let's move this to the side. So the next part I was thinking of doing, and again, I saw this on Treasure Books, so that was perfect because I had this stuff. You just need any book page, and we're gonna make pockets with, this is a cereal bag that I just opened up, totally, like I cleaned it, and just, you know, this is where it was sealed as a cereal bag, opened it up. And we are going to decoupage this, but what I wanna do first is make sure that this is, okay, well this will fit like this, but if you want to make it fit in one of your either top loading or side loading pockets, let me see, which one's this? This is a side loading pocket. Okay, I'm gonna have to make this a little bit smaller because this is gonna be bigger than this page. So I'm gonna tear this down so that way it'll fit either in a side pocket or in one of my top loading pockets. Let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a little bit smaller. I mean, it just barely fits now, so we want it to be able to slide in and out. Okay, so I'm gonna, where is my tearing ruler? Because this one I want to be kind of straight. Okay. And one thing that I learned and that I've seen people say on videos, if you're using a tearing ruler, put the smaller side under the ruler versus like trying to tear like this, the smaller side, because This is a lot harder to grasp and hold and try to tear it, especially with these really delicate papers. So put your ruler, and my ruler is always shifting. So once I think I'm straight, my ruler will shift and then it's not straight. So you hold it down really hard and then you tear. I still have problems with it, but you know, I'm getting better. I'm getting better. So I'm gonna go towards the words. I'm gonna try to get as close to the words as possible and get rid of all this extra space. See, look, see, my paper shifts, but it doesn't, I mean, it doesn't have to be exactly straight. It doesn't really matter, but try to get it as straight as possible. As straight as possible. See, sometimes it helps if you just keep adjusting as you go. But it is what it is. Okay, so I'm gonna ink this up and then I'm gonna get some of my napkins. I'm gonna decoupage this piece of paper with napkins. And that decoupaging is so fun with napkins, y'all. I started, if you haven't seen my video on my napkin album, I started a napkin album where you just decoupage napkins in a book. I'm using a dictionary because I like the little words. I think it's a dictionary. Yeah, it's a lot of little words. I'm gonna do both sides. And that is something I just cut out images from napkins while I'm watching TV, and then I'm just gluing them in, and it's so relaxing and so fun. And the napkin, it's great because ooh, this is really delicate paper, be careful. It'll be inside that, so it's okay. Yeah, this is really old paper. Gotta be very careful with it. Okay, so anyways, doing my napkin decoupage book is so fun because right away you get an image, you know, like that's just really pretty. You'll see when we decoupage that. So I have these birds, and I know they're not flowers, but there's flowers on with the birds. So I'm thinking, let's do this little guy. So I have some water in my tray here. Okay, I'm gonna move this because this is really fragile right now. I'm gonna take my water and kind of go around. So when I tear this, it'll be easier to tear. And hopefully I won't go right into my image. Hopefully, we shall see. But yeah, when you have water on it, it helps you kind of, I mean, or you can cut it out. I just wanna roughly, as you can see, as you tear, the water kind of guides it, which makes it so much better. Because then you're not worried about tearing into your picture. Because sometimes when I tear without doing the water, you know, it kind of goes crazy on its own, and all of a sudden you just tore into your picture and you're like, no, that's not what I wanted to do. So we got a rough image right there, and I'm gonna do, let's see, we'll save this for later, for something else. Let's see, I guess we can put, let's tear that off, so. Do we want this bird? Yeah, we'll take this big bird right here. So the water definitely helps, at least gives you a little bit of guidance. But yeah, if you haven't tried using napkins, definitely try it. It gets addicting, y'all. I'm in a couple napkin exchange groups on Facebook. So if you ever wanna get in one of those, they're super fun. Just go on Facebook and look up napkin exchange groups or something like that, and a whole bunch will come up. And then you can, because I started with like maybe 4 or 5 napkins. And now I have bags of napkins, and you know, you'll get people who just wanna exchange with you. Okay, so what do I need to do? Okay, I got my gesso. This is just what I use. Some people use, what is it, Mod Podge. So I'm just gonna put a little bit in my, am I in the camera for y'all? Hope so. Hope I'm not filming this off camera. I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, and then I water it down. And you gotta be super careful with your napkin and super careful with this really dry, brittle paper. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, okay, now let's see where we want this guy. Yeah, we'll just put him kind of right there. So right now I'm just getting a wash down just so I have someplace so my napkin will stick to something. And I'm doing it in sections. It's a lot easier to kind of do it in sections, and this was bent, so I'm trying to, and as you do it, you kind of pat it down as you go, lift it up, lay some more down, pat it down. Now, if you're the type that does not want any wrinkles whatsoever, you might not want to do napkins because it's really hard to get them down with no wrinkles whatsoever. But I kind of like the wrinkled look, and once you put the top layer on, that eliminates a lot of the wrinkles that you're seeing right now. And see, it's a lot easier to do it in sections like this. So yeah, if you haven't seen my video on doing my napkin decoupage book, go check it out if you are interested in doing something like that. It's really fun. It's really fun to exchange napkins. It's like Christmas in your mailbox almost every day, you know, when people are sending you napkins. Okay, so we got it stuck down. We got the first layer. I'm going to cut that part off. Then what you want to do is very carefully seal the top. And by doing that, I just paint over it again with a little bit of watered down gesso. Or you can do Mod Podge, you can do glue. People use glue sticks. I just find this easier. Plus with the double layer, like one on the bottom and one on the top, it makes it even more transparent, I find, and it helps me get rid of a lot of these wrinkles. So that's why I do 2 layers. And it makes it a little bit more translucent too, where you can see the words through even more. I like that. So I'm gonna go all the way to the edge. And if you see any bubbles or any wrinkles, you can kind of go back and flatten them out a little, but you're not gonna get, I don't think you're gonna get rid of all your wrinkles, but you will get rid of most of them. So I'm gonna cut this off. Can maybe even tear it, it's wet, but. Okay, and then we're gonna do the other side. Let me dry this a little bit real quick so it's not sticking. So hang on one second, let me dry this. Just a little bit, get it a little bit dry, but look at that, that's so cool. Look at that, all of a sudden you have like this beautiful image. It's so easy with napkins. You don't have to draw anything. You don't have to download anything. So no technology involved. Love it. Okay, this might be a little too big. So we might have to cut this little guy off, like right about there. So let's see. If I just kind of go like this, we'll just tear this part off. Sorry, you got your tail chopped off. Okay. So now I'm just gonna start right here and just kind of go this way. And you gotta be a little bit gentle with these napkins, but they're pretty resilient too. I mean, some people, you know, you do have to be gentle because they're very thin, and you want to make sure you have all the plies off the napkin. So what I mean is, you know, sometimes napkins have about 2 or 3 different layers. You want to get all those layers off until you're down to just the image, the layer with the image on top. So where you can practically see your hand through the image. That's how you get this translucent look when you get the napkin down. So you want to get it to the thinnest layer you can. but it's just as easy as this. You just kind of glue and stick, glue and stick. You could decorate so many things with these. I love decorating like envelopes with napkins and then stamping over them and doing a whole bunch of things. What I'm probably gonna do, I might decoupage some napkins in my journal as well. We're gonna do some clusters and some stenciling, but I might even decoupage some napkins throughout, like little pieces here or there. So we'll see. It's a work in progress, constantly trying to think of different things I can do with it. Okay, trying to get this done as fast as possible. And I'm gonna cut off these little pieces off the side. Okay, so then let me dry this again real quick, and then we'll move on to the next part. And I'll show you what we're gonna do. And that was quick. Both sides a little bit more. Now you do want to get these dry before we go on to the next phase, because we're going to sew these inside the paper. The cereal box paper, or cereal bag. Okay, so let me move all this so we don't have a mess. Where can I put this? So we don't have a mess, because y'all know me, I will make a mess. Okay, so grab your cereal paper. Clear all this off. Okay, and you're gonna want to, you wanna leave yourself just a little bit around this. So I'm going to cut so let me see, this is gonna, so we need to cut about here up. As you can see, I'm not measuring, I'm just eyeballing it, but we're gonna cut it better later. So hopefully I have enough. Okay. Okay, so this is gonna be on the inside. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my sewing machine. I'm gonna sew down this side, and up this side, because we want it to be open up here as a pocket. So I'm gonna try to, and you wanna keep a little bit on each side. You wanna keep maybe about, I don't know, what is that, a centimeter on each side and at the bottom, because we're gonna cut around it decoratively. So let me go sew this real quick and I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm gonna do zigzag sewing around 3 sides. I'm gonna sew this to the paper. I'll be right back. Hopefully it'll work. We shall see. Okay. Try to make sure it's even. Okay. Okay, so this is what we have so far. So as you can see, I did a zigzag stitch, as best as I could, around this. So now we have this opening at the top on both sides. So we have a pocket here, and we have a pocket on this side. Look how cool that looks, y'all. So far. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is I really want to make sure that this is secure. I was gonna do a backwards stitch, and I think you can. So I'm gonna make sure this is kind of glued, and I'm gonna just kind of and I might do like a straight stitch here to go back and forth a little when we're done here, because I want to make sure that this is gonna stay. So what I'll probably do is go back and do a straight stitch up and down here and just secure this part and go back and forth right there, because if you're using this as a pocket, it's gonna pull those stitches out eventually. So yeah, I'll do that when we're done. So what you might want to do, like a little straight stitch just up and down here to kind of secure these when we're done. But okay, so then you want to get either some kind of decorative scissors. I have these little jagged scissors, and they're kind of hard to use. They're old, but get whatever you have, and then you're gonna cut, you know, maybe give yourself like about that much, you know, space outside of the bag. So you just want to make this kind of look pretty. So if you have like a wavy cutter, or you can just, if you want to do a straight cut, you could do a straight cut, but you want to leave yourself a little bit of the bag. Trying to cut this. And just get rid of that. And then I'm going to cut across the top. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and sew that because I want to make sure that's secure. Make sure it's all flat. But now you have a cool little bag. So look at that. So you have a bag here, or a pocket here, and a pocket here. And I'm thinking, so there's a few things you can do with this. You can, like I said, you know, put it in one of your pockets here. So you can make a couple of these, and then now you have a pocket, and then you got a bag for your pocket, inside your pocket, or you can put it in one of your, you know, top or side loading pockets in your book. So you can do that, you know, put it down all the way down there, or a side loader. Or what I might do, I might just get a clip, and you can, you know, just like a little paper clip or some kind of clip, and clip it in. So then you can take it out and you've got both sides of the pocket. You can do what we did on this first page and hook it in if you want. It could be a flip if you want to figure out a way to secure it to your page. You could do washi tape. You can glue a flap, a piece of paper on here, but I don't like that just for the fact because it covers up all this prettiness, and I don't want to do that. But if you want to do that, you can make it a flip. I'm probably gonna just clip it in. So we have this, and then we can put other things in here. So there we go. So today your assignment is, if you want to continue, is to keep make maybe a couple of these in your book, a couple of flip out pages, and maybe one or two of these if you have enough material for this. A couple of these, or maybe just one. We can make pockets for the back and put it in the back. If you didn't want to decoupage the back, you didn't have to. You could do something like this and glue this part in, so then you just have a pocket back here, a decoupage pocket. I might make another one and do that for back here. I don't know. See, coming up with ideas even as I talk to y'all. But anyways, there we go. So We'll see what we're gonna do next, but look, the book it's starting to form. I'm getting excited. It's starting to get there little by little, and then we're gonna start adding some, you know, other little fun things. So here's a couple different ideas for you. Hope you all had fun. I will see you next time. Have fun crafting. See you later. Bye.